Welcome to the mini seminar, Write and Market Your Book. Today, I'm Paul Uduk. So right now, I want to ask you why you should write your book. I want to encourage you, I want to tell you why you should write a book, why you should write a book. There are so many reasons excuses people have for not writing a book. These are some of the 7 lame excuses you've not written a book. Some people say, I'm too busy, I'm not yet ready, I have nothing to write about, I don't know where to start, I'm bad in English, I'm a perpetual procrastinator. Me write a book, who dash monkey banana? That is a Nigerian word saying I cannot do it. As pedestrian as these excuses are, people actually tell me, these are the reasons people tell me why they cannot write a book. As I have always said, anybody can write a book. Anybody can write a book. And I start with the example of the Delany sisters who wrote their first book when they were already more than 100 years old. The Delany sisters having our say. This book became a bestseller. So if the Delany sisters could write their book after more than 100 years, what excuse do you have in today's global economy, in today's where the world is a global village? You can get anything you want from Google and from YouTube, and then package your book adequately. So you really don't have an excuse not to write a book. This is another example. This lady has been thinking of writing her book for more than 100 years. And at the age of 101, she was finally able to launch and release her collection of poems. So you really don't have a reason why not to write a book. So Nigeria's global icon, why has she come from nowhere to become such a powerful influencer all over the world? And we are talking about Chimamanda. It's because she wrote a book, or she has written books. Her books have made her global icon. Popular hibiscus, Have a Yellow Sun, Americana, and others. And she has received honorary doctorate awards from almost every university in the world today. So if Chimamanda can do it and become a global icon, why can't you do it? You can do it. I am here to tell you that you can do it. Imagine you walking into JFK Kennedy Airport, or Heathrow Airport, and seeing your book displayed alongside those of some of the global book authors. There's no feeling more exhilarating than stumbling on the world's most iconic libraries, workshops, and websites and finding your book displayed alongside those of the planet's most revered authors. Imagine your book just next to Jim Collins' book. Would that not be so great? So, those are some of the reasons you should write a book. I say your book will open doors. Book has opened doors for me. This is Professor Larry Bale, who has been a friend of mine through my book. Another friend of ours introduced him to me. And how did it happen? It was through my book. That is how it happened. So, Professor Larry Bale has actually bought more than 100 copies of my book. He buys the books and gives it to his students in Business School Netherlands. So it was my book that did that. It was through my book that I met him. And he has attended book writing clinic, has attended internet business mastery course. We have become friends. So there's so many. You can quite click the video there to watch what he has said. Yes, you can write a book. He can write a book. He's preparing to write a book, and he said that beyond reasonable doubt, book is one of the greatest legacies you can leave behind. Books, I keep saying that your book will open doors. My book has opened doors to these companies. I'm talking about some of the biggest companies in Nigeria. Some of them are Fortune 500 companies. You can see the Nigerian Brewery, which is part of Heineken. All right, you can see the Dangote, you can see the First Bank, you can see the Nest Oil, some of the some of the biggest oil companies in this country, because of my book. It was my book that opened these doors. And I want to encourage you, do not dilly-dally any longer. Your book will open doors. I'm talking about one of my clients sending helicopter to pick me for an assignment. How did that happen? It was through my book. So, it was through my book. So, I want to encourage you to write your book. These are 7 reasons you should write your book. Book is a massive credibility booster. Yes, book will massively boost your credibility. You can impact the world, or you will impact the world and extend your reach with your book. You can help, or you'll be able to help many others to succeed. You create evergreen source of passive income through your book. Make even more money because you can use your book to launch courses, launch a movement, and test immortality. When you talk about people like Chinua Achebe, people like Wole Soyinka, people like Shakespeare, what has made us to know them up to today is because of their book. So, if you can stop, you can think about it, that yes, I can write my book tomorrow. I want to encourage you. Let's think about this, and when we jump to part 2 of this series, I will show you how to go about writing your book.